much needed, I suppose.
I don't know about that. So we were 2 games into a new season. Third game, we made a number of changes on the night, but we approached the game with the right attitude. Obviously, there was a number of giant killings, and we didn't want to be making headlines for the wrong reasons this morning. So yeah, we were delighted with the performance attitude of the players, but I didn't expect anything less, to be perfectly honest, because I know the group I've got. Everybody's pushing really hard. Everybody wants to be part of what we're trying to do here, and I think that showed in the performance of the guys last night.
I suppose when I say much needed, ahead of such a big game at Manchester City at the weekend, any win just lifts confidence.
Well, yeah, it's important to be in a confident mood, and I think certainly the performance and the results will give us more confidence, possibly after the whole game, where we didn't lose the game, but we didn't take advantage of a good situation that we found ourselves in. So get back to winning ways. In a cup competition against lesser opposition, it's still important that you go about your business in the correct manner, which we did. So that was the reason why.
How do you approach this one against such a top side as City?
Well, they're an outstanding team. I watched them firsthand on Monday against Liverpool, and they were very, very impressive, I have to say. And that's not an unexpected statement, I would suggest, because it's easy to look at their squad and understand how strong they are. I think when you go there as an opposition manager, you start looking at games prior to your actual game against them. You find yourself looking at subs lists and try and work out what Mr. Pellegrini is going to do with his resources that he has at hand. So it's tough from that point of view, because obviously he knows his players better than I do, so he knows the ones that need games or the ones that are showing up in training. I'm not privy to that information, so it's sometimes difficult to second guess what he's going to do. But either way, the side we face will be top quality.
Having said that, do you like going back there?
Yeah, I enjoy the experience. Been there back a few times now, so it's always an experience. I went back there with QPR, and that was an unbelievable day for everybody who was there and was watching on TV. So I'm not sure those heights in terms of being remembered around the world, but you never know. But yeah, I always enjoy going back. I went back on Monday actually, and saw a number of people that were there in my time, and it was good to see them.
How are you looking in terms of a couple of injuries, Bohan and Phil Bartley?
Yeah, we're still going to wait on them. Phil hasn't trained today. He was with the physios again, but we're hoping that he'll train tomorrow. Bojan's trained today, so we hope he doesn't get a reaction. So there's a number. Obviously, we've got bumps and bruises from last night as well, which nothing serious, I think, apart from probably Jeff Cameron, who looks like he'll be out for a couple of weeks, unfortunately, with a slight strain. But other than that, we should be okay. But we'll have a better idea tomorrow.
Are you happy with your lot then, as transfer deadline day approaches?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll be very surprised if we're doing any business. There's no point turning up with your cameras or something, so you can stay home.
I can guarantee we'll be here.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. But no, we don't anticipate we'll be doing any business in or out, to be perfectly honest. Things might change over the weekend, but I doubt it very much. So I'm happy with the group we've got. We're strong enough, and we work with what we've got.
So feet up watching Sky Sports News, and that yellow ticker for you?
Yeah, feet up, enjoyed. Watch the mayhem, yeah, why not?
Just away from Stoke, England captain has been announced today. I know as a Welshman you might not be that too concerned, but as a former Manchester United player, Wayne Rooney's been given the job. Is he the right man for England?
I think he's the obvious one. If you look at his experience, I think he's probably played 4 or 5 tournaments, I would think. He's been a top player at a top club for a long, long time now, and sometimes you forget the age that he actually is. So it's an honour for him. Obviously, I'm sure he's very proud of his family is, and I'm sure he'll take it on board and enjoy the experience. Some players are more adept at the role. It's a specific role that you need to show certain qualities to be I would know if he was the right man or not. So from the outside looking in, it looks a very, very sensible choice.
Well, the second honour that's been bestowed upon him, having been appointed as United captain, so that should help.
Yeah, I mean, it's an obvious correlation between being skipper of your club and then obviously the next step is skipper of your country, so he's doing both now, so credit to him. He's come a long way during his career. Maybe in the past people questioned maybe some of his qualities, but his ability as a player is never in doubt, and I'm sure he'll relish the challenge that he has both at club level and that country.
And another manager back in the Premier League, Neil Warnock, after a 4-year gap with Palace, who's back. You're pleased to see people like that back in the top flight?
Well, it's from Palace's point of view, I think I'm sure they're thankful that the situation has come to a head, and there's a lot of turmoil it seems around the club for obvious reasons for about a week or so, and they'll be more happy, I'm sure, that they've been able to bring somebody that knows the club. You would imagine would be able to fit in quite quickly, and there wouldn't be too much of an issue in terms of transition and getting an understanding of the club and the people there. So once again, from the outside it looks a sensible choice. I don't know how Neil works, but he seems to be a guy that has an opinion and is quite forceful, so I'm sure he'll do okay.
I was going to say, man of the match last night, Victor Moses. Would you be tempted to play him at Man City, or will he be more pragmatic?
Well, he's in my thoughts. I thought he was excellent last night. I think he showed everybody the talent that he has and the reasons why I brought him. Because he's got pace, he's got good ability, he can retain possession in good areas. He's powerful in retention of the ball, which is something that we want from key areas of the field. So I was really pleased for him. He's not had a great deal of football. He had something like 13 minutes of game time in pre-season. So I was conscious of that, obviously, because I only gave him 65 minutes. We didn't want to put him at risk later on in the game when he was getting a little bit tired. So he's very much in my thoughts. Whether or not he starts, well, I'll probably sleep on that. But certainly he's made a real claim to be involved, certainly at the weekend.
Is he part of the more expansive Stoke that you can visualise, the kind of side that got you to 9th last season?
Well, yeah, I mean, we looked at the situation. We want to be strong in wide areas, which we certainly were last year. Number of players that we tried to bring to the club, it wasn't through the lack of try that we tried to bring certain players here. It wasn't possible to get them, and all of a sudden an opportunity was presented to us that there may well be a chance of getting Victor here, I think, very quickly. It took sense to me, and that's the one we pursued very vigorously to try and get that one over the line, because it's great that he's here. He's a top quality player, and he wants to play, which we can benefit from, because he hasn't had as much game time as talent deserves. So he came here with the intention of playing, and if he plays like he did last night, then certainly he'll get plenty of games.
Had a good year at Man City. I know you enjoyed it. I mean, would it be difficult going back there, or enjoyable in a sense?
No, I've been back a number of occasions now, and yeah, I enjoy taking my teams there. It's always a challenge when you go up against top club as Man City are now. They weren't when I walked through the door, but they certainly are now. And you see all the changes every time you go back. There's something happening there, so it's a very vibrant place at the moment, and credit to them and the owners that have come in and made a huge difference to the whole scheme of things there. You go past the ground, there's a huge development with their training ground, which from the outside looks like it's going to be a remarkable place to go to work as a footballer. So they will reap the benefits of that, I'm sure, in the future. But I always enjoy going back. Like I said, there's good people there that enjoy working with, so it's always good to reminisce with them.
Stoke, I don't think you've scored a goal at the Etihad, so there's a good stat to go with when you go up.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I mean, in recent times apparently the performances haven't been great. Chairman was very gracious in saying that probably last year, even though we were City. So we need to get somewhere near that and hopefully better that performance, because if we can, then we might have an opportunity to take the maximum points, which is obviously our aim. It's going to be difficult because their home form is outstanding, and it's difficult to take maximum points there. But we've had a decent win in midweek. We'll work on obviously the things that we need to do well against City. If we do them, then we've got match winners in the team that can take games away from anybody. So we just got to make sure that we remain in the game and give ourselves an opportunity to win.
Good, thank you.
Just one final one for me. Jose Mourinho seems to be hinting at he'd like timeouts in each half of a football match. Would that be something that you would advocate?
I haven't given too much thought to it. You just dropped that on my toes.
Turn into 4 quarters like American football?
Yeah, I'm sure the TV companies would be very pleased that if it was introduced. I'm not too sure about it. I think the game as it is and as it stands now is in decent shape. I think it's radical changes, which certainly timeouts would be. I have a view on maybe questioning some referees' decisions on occasions, maybe a couple of challenges, but I'm not sure about timeouts.
Just keep shouting from the touchline at the top of your voice.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's the only way we can get involved, isn't it? So why not continue?
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Mark, it sounds like you need goals at the end to see Stoke haven't scored there. But I know it was a different level last night. Will you be considering last night's goal scorers?
Oh yeah, everybody who was involved last night is in the squad. We had the part of what we're doing this year, and everybody has a chance. It's important that everybody has opportunities when I feel I can give them to them. A lot of them showed a real intent that they wanted to obviously be playing Premier League games and not necessarily just cup games, which some of them undoubtedly will. They'll have the opportunity in the Premier League. It's about making sure that I pick the right combination of players and then players that are in form. At the moment, we probably have players that maybe haven't hit the heights of last year, the way we finished. So now at the moment, it's players at different levels of finish, just due to the nature of the work they've been able to do since maybe playing in the World Cup. So they're on a different level to some of the guys that were here right from the start. We've got other guys that are at different levels in terms of their form. So it's about getting everybody up to where they need to be, and it's early in the season. Probably, if we're honest, we're not quite there yet. But again, last night helped in that regard. And a big challenge of the weekend, obviously, against an outstanding side, which I think will help us again. Will help push us on and be ready for when we come back after the international break.
You've got a great squad and a real good connection of players, but you've got someone spoiled the choice. I mean, last night you had Victor Moses and Martin Iniesta down the left, and in a normal league game you were using Eric Peters and who's down the left?
Mark.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, would you consider swapping two rather than just one?
I consider everything before again. Trust me. Yeah, I've got good options, and there's a lot of positions, almost every position in the team you could make an argument for somebody else playing in a similar position ahead of somebody else in the squad, because that's the depth and how close each player is to the immediate person they're up against. So that's a good thing, because obviously if we lose players or if I make changes, then the quality of the performance hopefully doesn't go down, because the level of player I'm bringing in is of a similar level to the players that I've got. Okay.
Is there just any more injury news, Mark?
No, it's only Jeff and the updates on Phil and Bojan. That's it. Stephen Ireland obviously is still out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.